Hi, lovers, and welcome back to I Am Struggling the podcast. I'm sorry, I have gone MIA for about 3 weeks now. First of all, I went on holiday. I'm going to include a video from my holiday into this episode. I went on holiday, and then when I got back from holiday, I recorded a video, but I did my phone camera was in the wrong position, so it was not a good quality video, and I'm trying to improve. I said, if you remember, every video has to be better than the last one, so that is my priority, and that's what I'm gonna do. This is new to me. I really am not good at editing or recording or stuff like that. I'm just funny sometimes. But I'm trying my best and I hope you guys are like really, really patient with me. Welcome back. Please guys don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, comment. That's how best you can support the community. We don't need any money. We don't need anything from you. Just please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friend, help someone out there that would need to listen to this. Today's topic, as you can see from the title of this video, is loneliness. And I think I also kind of delayed to post about this because it's a very what's the word? Like people hardly want to talk about loneliness. Loneliness is not just about being alone. It's not just about feeling lonely. I don't know the word, like isolated or whatever. You could be around people, you could be surrounded by the people that you even love and still feel lonely. I remember when I first moved to the UK, that was when I experienced loneliness for the first time. And funny enough, I had lived in South Africa for almost 4 years by myself, but I was never really lonely because I had connections with like deep emotional connections with people. And that's the thing with loneliness is the lack of deep emotional connection. Um and that's why you see people sometimes equate loneliness to love, relationship, or attraction. um I think when it comes to mental health as well, there's a lot of things that in long term is connected to the fact that you're lonely, like sometimes being depressed, being suicidal, or whatever the case may be. It all sometimes stems from the place of a lack of emotional connection. And loneliness, as I said, is not the absence of people. You can be around people, you could be lonely, you can live with family, you can still be lonely. I was living with my family at the time when I moved to UK, and I was still feeling very lonely because it was a new world for me. I had to reconnect with them again because it's been a while that I was away from them. So all those kind of stuff or situations are the reason why we find ourselves lonely. This week I had a lot of things, and I'm just gonna side note. I had a lot of things on my mind. I really wanted to stop this podcast and say I'm not gonna do it again because honestly speaking, I felt like I wasn't keeping up to my words of posting every week. I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time child. I'm a full-time child of God. I have so many things that I'm doing that I feel like I don't really give my passion enough time. I once wanted to be an actress, same thing. I couldn't really do it because I wanted to focus on having a 9 to 5 job because it's more stable and stuff like that. So I feel like my passion had to be put on the side so I could be able to provide and live a life that would be okay for me. But with the help of my closest friends, I was able to push myself out and say, no, I'm not a quitter. I'm not going to give up. There's a reason why this is in my destiny, and this is why I want to continue doing this. There are people that need to hear my voice. Even though it's 8 people that watch my video, one person might need it. Even though it's 4 people that watch my video, 4 people might need it. And I'm very grateful for that. Loneliness is a quiet ache you carry when you no longer know who to talk to, who truly understands you, or you can be falling apart. You can't be falling apart and don't know who to fall, like who can see you fall safely. You don't know that. There are certain reasons why we can feel lonely. And one of them is that we have outgrown our environment. Sometimes we find ourselves in places that we have outgrown. And when growth happens, we have to sometimes read the room, check, oh, what's happening now? What am I supposed to learn from what's going on? Why do I have no friends after having like gazillion friends or like three friends? Why are my friends gone? You are probably in a different environment. Probably in a different stage. You're probably um in a different segment of your life. You have outgrown when you are, you have changed, you have healed, you have evolved, but people around you are still the same. So when that has happened to you, it can cause loneliness because sometimes we are growing and we don't even know it. So it can cause loneliness when you've outgrown your environment and the people around you haven't grown with you as well. Sometimes you're tired of being strong, you're tired of wearing the mask, you're tired of like, oh, I don't need anybody. I can be fine. I don't need anyone. I'm good on my own. It causes loneliness. Sometimes we need people, even if it's just to share a cup of coffee with, have ice cream dates, go out with your friends. It's something I don't joke with. I tell my dad, my family, everybody knows me. I don't joke with my miscellaneous budget. That is what I call it. Once I give my tithes, I've paid my offerings, I've done the essential things that I need to do to cover up my life or make sure that I'm not in a financial buhaha. I don't joke with my miscellaneous budget. No, I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go on a holiday. I'm gonna go because at the end of the day, you create a system where you get tired of the routine itself. Even if you're not being strong, you get tired of the routine. You get tired of acting a certain way.
Will be one of the most vulnerable posts I will ever post. I have been on vacation for a few days now and I've been by myself. Although I did make a lot of friends um, on the way at the airport, and it's been really great. But I think one thing I've come to understand is that um, in your loneliness, you need to love yourself. I think for the last few years, I have really struggled with loneliness, which also pushed me into some friendship relationships that I had no business being there. I think loneliness is, there's a stigma around loneliness, and people don't want to accept the fact that, oh, I'm lonely, because they don't want to be seen as weak or hating themselves. And what this holiday has taught me is that it's not a crime to be alone. It's not a crime, but ultimately is how you feel about yourself in your time of loneliness. That's what matters. How do you see yourself? Why do you think you're lonely? And what do you do in your time of loneliness? Are you sulking and crying, or are you loving up on yourself and trying to grow? So I'm really glad I did this with myself. I love myself. I'm learning to love myself more. And spending this time with myself has really taught me that I'm really an amazing person. I love myself. I might not do everything right, but at the end of the day, this is my life, my rules. And I'm blessed that I can now enjoy my own company. So, yeah, go.